Welcome back. It's Weighted to Win. We're looking forward to this meeting and we're looking forward to the vaal, obviously. We were there on Tuesday. And I tell you what, the main track is looking unbelievable from the commentary box. It really looks good. Obviously, the rain has done it wonders, and we're looking forward to having the 9 races on that track this afternoon. We'd love to engage with you, not forgetting that we have got various social media platforms. It's about improving the product and just tipping you winners at the end of the day. I've got Daryl Marie as my guest, so I'm going to welcome Daryl Marie. I know that you've been to the doctor, and hopefully your throat's been fixed.
Let's hope it holds up today. Thanks, Brandon.
Lovely. All right. What we're going to do is have a look at the first race. I see the 5-2 favourite over here is number 10, Damned If I Do. One, Regina Bellissima has gone 7-2, and it's 6-1 in better bar those. I know that when I walked into the studio a few days ago, Daryl Marie said to me, listen, I've got one for you, and it comes up in the first at the vaal on Thursday afternoon. You going to tell us a bit more about it?
Yeah, we going in, all systems going in the first race. Damned if I do. I watched the replay. She came out slightly slow, but I loved the progress she made throughout the race. She just kept on quickening and finding, and I thought that was a very encouraging debut. It was a couple of months ago, but if you go to the front of the computer form, Brandon, Mr. Magnus says, rested, now fit and well. So if she's fit and well, I think she'll take a lot of beating.
All right, so I'm just having a look. Obviously, Johnny Finlayson, he's supported the game in a massive way, and he's got a few horses all around the country. What I'm going to do is jump into those selections, because when Daryl labels them, 9 times out of 10, they come home in good style. And we're going to go and have a look at those selections up on your screen now. Short and sweet, Win, Damned If I Do. Number 10 on the program, Roy Magna, the trainer. Muzi Yeni's the jockey. And this 3-year-old Bay filly looking to improve after running 4th first time out over 1,000 meters. Bets need to be on by 12:05. It's an early start. First leg of the bar pot begins race number 2. The off time is 12:35. It's over 2,800 meters. It's a small field. I see the market lead at the moment is Cape Bouquet, number 4 at 22-10. 1 Royal Mazrin at 5-2. Number 2 Flag Bearer's gone 7-2. We'll have to wait and see if Flag Bearer's going to be a runner, because a very good win at the vaal on Tuesday was Sianda Sosibo going off to the front and Win going away. So we'll have to see how this market's going to change up. But Daryl Marie's here to help us. Cape Bouquet owes me big time, and I'm sure she owes you quite a bit as well.
Yes, she's joint best in over here, so you have to respect her chances. I just think the way the race is going to pan out, I'm expecting a big showing from number 3, Global Breeze. I know he appears to be held on form because he's only 4 kilograms better off for a 6-length beating, but I think he can just slot in behind the likely pace setter in Royal Mazarin and give him a run for his money. So number 3 is my top pick, ahead of the likes of Royal Mazarin, Cape Bouquet, and Go Dream Machine, who, have a look, she absolutely loves the main vaal track. She does her best over here, and she's only got 52 to shoulder. So it's a small but very competitive field.
Yeah, I think the pace is going to be key over here. So let's hope that they don't crawl, which is probably what's going to happen, being a 2,800 meter race, and turn it into a sprint up the lane. But we're going to jump into selections, being the first leg of the bipot. Let's go and see what the Weighted to Win team are going to do. Daryl Marie's going 1, 3, 4, and 6 in the first leg, by Banker 11, by 2 and 13, by 6 and 10, by 178, by Banker 3, and the spend is 48 Rand. Just having a look. Bar pots need to be on by 12:35, and it's a long race. It's over 2,800 meters. First leg of the place accumulator. 1:10 is the off time. It's over 1,000 meters and a wide open race. I tell you, Hollywood are well represented over here in this particular race. I see the favorite at the top of the market, 5-2, number 11, Siberian Steel. 1 Tre Amici's at 28-10, number 8, Iron Sky at 5-1, and at 7-1 in better bar those. Very open race. I think you'd agree with me. Having a look at all the races today, it does look to be quite trappy, and to open up the pier, it's not going to be easy.
Well, I'm bankering number 11, Siberian Steel. No, Brandon, It's never easy getting left on the turpentine inside track. And I'm expecting him to reverse that form with Trey Amici, who was on his bicycle. So I think 11 will take some beating of here, and I'm happy to banker him in all bets.
All right, so I like the confidence. I see there's a bit more that Daryl wants to say. I'm just helping him a little bit to regain himself. I know that the coughing's been a problem. He went to see the doctor and still not 100%. So I'll allow you to catch your breath.
If there has to be a danger, possibly number 8, Iron Scar, because of that form line, that Foster form line, Melek. So I would say 8 is the 11's biggest danger, but I'm happy to bank at the 11 Siberian Steel.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into selections. I'm not going to keep waxing lyrical. You've heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Obviously not easy what happened last time out with this horse Siberian Steel. Hoping that he comes out on terms today, and I'm sure we'll get a big run from number 11 Siberian Steel. Banker for Daryl Murray in the first leg of the PA by 2 and 13, by 6 and 10, by 1, 7, 8, by banker 3, by 1, 3, 12 and 14, by 2, 8, 13 and 14. 192 Rand is the spend. We're on to the bet that can change your life, and that's the pick 6, race number 4. 13:45 is the off time, and having a look 7-2, number 2 stepping out. 13 Lord Nelson at 5-1, 11-2 and better bar those. Either way, doesn't matter how you play this pick 6 today, I'm sure it's going to pay because the fields are big and it doesn't look to be easy racing. That's why I've got the master in house to help us. And Daryl, doesn't look to be an easy race. I've been waiting for this horse stepping out to come back in trip. I am of the opinion that he doesn't stay, and this sort of a trip, 1300 up his alley.
Snap, that's all I can say. I've been waiting for him to come back in trip. He has that early toe and he just lacks a finishing effort. So Ryan Munger, we all know in the irons, he's a very patient rider. I'm hoping he just can get some cover and do his best work late this time round, because I think he is certainly the horse to beat. He's my clear topic. I went and looked at the replay of number 13, Lord Nelson, because of that form line, Brandon. We've touched on that form line in the past. Munchkin, Sylvan Theatre won and then came second, Lover's Lane. So he has plenty scope for improvement. I watched him very closely in the replay. I don't know if he showed enough on debut to win second time out against the likes of a horse like Stepping Out. So for me, in order, 2 from 13.
Okay, yeah, I think we both agree. Stepping Out, probably a horse that we've been waiting to come back in trip, and a lively chance this afternoon. Really does look to be the right sort of a race as well. Let's go and see what we're doing in terms of selections. Pick 6, Darren Burrows, he's gone wide. He's gone 1, 2, 5, 13 and 15 in the first leg, by 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8, by 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9, by banker 3, by 1, 2, 3 and 6, by 2, 6, 8, 12, 13 and 14. Spend is 4,320 Rand. 10% is going to cost you 432 Rand. So play it how you must, but more importantly, get those pick 6s on. Either way, it's going to pay big money today. We're on to race number 5, and this is going to be the first jackpot. I see the early market favourites, and again, we're going to have to wait if Gilda Grey is going to be a runner, because ran on Tuesday at the Vaal, I think ran 3rd in the lucky last over there. So just wait, and hopefully those publications will be updated accordingly. But that's your 4-1 favourites. Number 5, Gilda Grey. Number 6, Little Miss Sunshines at 9-2. 1, Namakwa Blossom at 5-1, with number 3, Liverpool Legend at 5-1. And it's 15-2 and better bar those. I think we're probably going to have to wait and see what happens with Gilda Grey, because the whole market's going to change if that becomes scratched.
I'm assuming that she's not taking her place, because I haven't included in my place accumulator or bar pot. My top pick is number 6, Little Miss Sunshine. Now, she's by Silvano. She's only 4 years old. I think now the penny's actually dropped. And I think she could actually back that latest victory up here and go back to back. You can see Brendan, she was as high as an 83 in the past. She dropped right down to a 55. She got 1.5 kilos for her latest victory. That's not going to set her back a year. And I think this course and distance is going to be ideal for her. But if you like her chances, have a look at number 10, Rose Willow. Go back to that run behind Light of Day. She's 2 kilograms better off with Little Miss Sunshine for 1.25 length beating. So for me, 6 and 10.
Okay, again, not an easy race. I think we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Gilda Gray, but we'll jump into selections. That market will change if she becomes a scratching, so we're going to have a look and see what we're doing over here. Darren Burrows, first jackpot, he's gone 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8 in leg 1. Second leg 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9 by banker 3 in leg 3. And the last leg of the jackpot 1, 2, 3 and 6. And the spend is 144 Rand. We move along, we go to race number 6, and just take note that Princess Ozma has come out, so that won't be running after she also was a runner at the Vaal on Tuesday, so that's been scratched already. Market has 9-2, the pair, number 8, High Roller, as well as number 9, Rarotonga Rose. It's 11-2 about Franklin, and 13-2 and Better Bar those. All right, Daryl Marie's here to help me. High Roller, I'm of the opinion that this is not the finished article. No weight on the back, must be a serious runner.
Yeah, I think she's a big price at her current odds of 9-2. Unexposed over this trip. Her dam won over 1,800, so I think she's going to love the step up in trip to the 1,800. Last time out in open company, we saw that winner contest the Dingons. We saw the third place was Houston, although he disappointed in his next start. He's an above average sort. So she's back in Phillies and Mare's company. 52 kilograms, unexposed over this trip. If she appreciates a step up in distance, very, very hard to beat. Dangers, number 1, Southern Song. Her 3 runs since returning from a layoff, very, very encouraging. Her latest start is a bit of a worry. That form line, 5 runners, all 5 unplaced in the next start. But you know, Brandon, on her day, she can run. She's talented. And she'll appreciate the 1.5 kgs apprentice allowance off her back. And then Trump My Queen. She's clearly off a competitive rating. Just a disappointing filly. One day she's going to pop up.
All right, yeah, I think High Roller for both me and Daryl. I think a big price, 9-2. And all you need to do is go onto the 4racing.tv website and you'll be able to pull up that last run. I think the 1,800 meters right up her alley. And Ryan Munger would have got to know this horse well there. So I think 9-2, worth an each way strike.
Absolutely. Big price.
Okay. All right, we're going to go into selections. Let's see what we're doing over here. Daryl Marie's gone with a pick 3, I see. 1, 7 and 8 in the first leg. Second leg of this pick 3, he's gone banker 3 by 1, 3, 12 and 14 at the back. So 1, 7, 8 by banker 3 by 1, 3, 12 and 14. And the spends 12 Rand. So that's a pick 3, a different bet from Daryl Marie. Give it a go. He's trying something different and hopefully it pays good cash. We're on to race number 7. 20 past 3 is the off time, and there's 2 scratchings so long in this particular race. Number 2, Insatiable, and number 7, Antigua Night. Remember, this is a pre-recorded show, so things can change. I'll give you the fixed odds betting. No surprise to see number 3, Glittering Girl, at the top of the betting boards at about 13-20. 6, Blinded by the Lights at 5-1. And it's 8-1 and Better Bar those. All right, I've had a chat with Daryl Marie off air, and you're of the opinion, Glittering Girl, back up the straight, very hard to beat.
Yes, Brandon, if I'm not mistaken, this was one of Paul Peter's last runners. I think it was the last day that he trained.
Could have been.
And all his runners on that day ran well below par, and she was one of them. In that race was Featherboa. Now we've seen what she's come out and done since. I'd like to see her back up the straight. And the stable have had some time to figure her out. I mean, she's been in their care for a couple of months. And based on rating, she's going to be very, very hard to beat. What she, 7.5 kilograms well in of a year. A filly that is certainly unexposed and could be anything is number 4. What you waiting for? But she's been off the track for close to 7 months. So I don't know her well-being.
And obviously, your thoughts about the 5 in the beginning. I thought there was a cheeky victory first time out.
Yes.
Looks like there's a lot more to come.
I love seeing Julius Mariba when he rides like that. It always gives you the impression that the horse won with a lot in hand. And it appears as if she did. She quickened on smartly down the inside. One at 33 to 1. Did she catch them by surprise? The betting suggests she did. But, you know, she can only build on that effort.
All right, so you strong, short and sweet. You're going Glittering Girl.
If this comes unstuck, everything's out besides my bar pot. Hopefully she finishes second and the PA. But in my jackpots and pick sixes, I have banked her.
All right, there we go. Glittering Girl. That sort of a rating does the
and my
part a
pick
bit.
three.
And your pick 3 is
Yes.
gone, and Daryl Marie's pick 3. He said to me he was trying a different bet today, and there we go. So if Glittering Girl gets beat, there's big trouble. Let's go and see what we're doing with selections over here. Glittering Girl, there's the win bets, race number 7, current price 13 to 20. Like I say, she's got a rating of 114. Gavin Larena gets the ride for Johan Janse van Vieren. So let's see if she can bounce back to best. If she does, she'll be hard to beat. Okay, so we're on to the penultimate race number 8 and a highly competitive race. It's over 1,200 meters. I see the 4 to 1 favorites over here is Kian the Conqueror. That's number 1. Again, we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Dancing Dora. She won a very good race on Tuesday at the Vaal. I don't think she'll be running, but you'll have to wait for that to go official. She's your second favorite at 5 to 1. 6 integrates at 6 to 1 with number 7 Rose Velvet, and it's 10 to 1 and better bar those. All right, so we'll go to Daryl Marie. Daryl, I've been phoning you non-stop over the last 3 days just to try and get your confidence on Ken the Conqueror. He was super impressive first time out, and if he's come on, surely he's going to take a lot of beating.
Yeah, I would have loved to show the viewers his replay, Brandon, but unfortunately we couldn't get that lined up due to system issues. But yes, if you're able to log on and watch his replay, he took off in the latter stages, and that form line is certainly holding up. We touch on it time and time again. Munchkin, Sylvan Theatre, Lover's Lane. And yeah, you got a horse that's only had one start, and in a classified stakes race where he is 3 pounds out with the best weighted, one has to believe he's far from being like you like to say, the finished article.
Finished article.
You love saying that, am I right?
Correct.
Yeah, so he is far from the finished article, which means he's ahead of the handicapper. My only doubt is it is a big field, and we don't know where the going is going to be best. Hopefully it's even right across the Vaal outside track, the main track. And if he does get a nice toe through with the likes of Giancarlo, I see him putting this field to bed. A horse drawn towards the other side of the track is number 14, Timbavati River. Now, he has been very disappointing. I mean, he was as high as a 78. He's down to a 58. He comes back in trip, and they're trying him with blinkers. I don't know what the tactics are, but maybe the blinkers could bring the best out of him. So I've opted to go 2 horses on the opposite sides of the track. The 1 is certainly my top pick.
Yeah, look, I think Kian the Conqueror, like I say, there's a lot that does need to go right for him, but his first win was out of the top draw. The way he quickened up was unbelievable. So let's hope that he improves a couple of lengths back at home, and if he gets the right sort of run in transit, he'll be right there. And in my opinion, there's bigger and better things to come from Kian the Conqueror. Let's go and have a look at these selections. It is the penultimate, race number 8. I see Darren Burrows has gone number 2, Toffers. So Darren likes a bit of number 2, Toffers. Cabello Matsanyane gets the ride for Candice Dawson. What price is that, Toffers? I'm just trying to scroll down. I'm onto the 3rd page already, and I see it's 30 to 1 in the market. Just quickly, I want to go back to Daryl Marie and see if he likes a bit of number 2, Toffers.
Been very disappointing. On his best form, he could certainly feature. So maybe if the viewers want to throw him into swingers and exactors with our fancies of 1, 2, and 14, that could be the play.
Now, look, he's a lovely looking horse. He's a smashing horse. He's Toffers, easy on the eye, and he is one of those that if he does put his best foot forward, he must have a bit of a squeak over here. But we're going Kian the Conqueror. That's your anti-post favourites at about 4 to 1. The last race goes off at about 20 past 4, and another big field. I see Kalahari Blue has already come out, so let's have a look at that market quickly. It's quite an open race. I think the quartet's going to pay money over here. I see the favourite at the top of the boards over here is 4-1, 13 after hours, in good form at the moment. Number 2, Esquivel's at 9-2. The 7-horse Drop of Time's gone 11-2. And it's 8-1 and better bar those. We're going to need every bit of help over here when it comes to the last. Daryl, number 13 after hours, been in good form at the moment. The 2 Esquivals also been in good form. Would you think that they'll fight it out?
We're going to have to ask Cameron and Dylan for help with regards to this race. I can't help, Brandon. This is a nightmare. Maybe some swingers and exactors as an interest. Esquivel, you know, I think the penny has dropped because he's stringing in a good few consistent runs together, and that hasn't been the case early on in his career. So you can expect another bold showing from his behalf. If you like his chances, have a look at Rattleback, number 14. Excuse me. Go back to that run beyond Ramchandani Road. She's 3 kilograms better off. Sorry, Brendan, I'm battling.
No, don't stress. Take your time, because I know why you kind of giggling and coughing at the same time, because of the tip that's come through from the back room is just unbelievable. I'm not even going to repeat what they've tipped to us in the back. I see he's given us a horse here, which is at any old price. So let's not mention names, and that's why I've allowed you some time just to regather yourself.
Thank you. So I don't know if I can help with, in terms of making money over here. I think I've suggested a swinger and exactor box. I wouldn't say go out and have a punt on the nose.
All right, so a very open race. As you heard, Daryl Marie can't help us, and we've even asked the guys in the back room for some sort of help. I'm not going to give you that tip that's come through from the back room, because completely wasting our time. Let's go and have a look at those selections quickly. Let's go and see what we like. Daryl Marie's gone 2, 8, 13 and 14 as a swinger box. 6 rand is the spend, so 2, 8, 13 and 14, and that's a swinger boxed for the lucky last. Race number 9 goes off at 20 past 4. All right, so that just leaves me to say thank you very much to the team as always. It's a great pleasure. Always fun to be in studio with the guys. They put a lot of hard work into it, and Daryl Marie, I'm not sure we're going to see you for a couple of days, because you're going to need some treatment.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be benched for a good few days over here, so I'll hand over the reins to Darren Burrows. But thank you very much for stepping in, Brandon.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much to Daryl Marie. I know he hasn't been feeling well, and he's had to get through it, so good on him. And thanks to Cameron and Dylan, who have done a wonderful job behind the scenes, not forgetting about Urash. She's also had a wonderful time in the back room, and thank you very much to Rush. From myself, Brandon, the rest of the guys, have fun. Thanks to the viewers. Keep hitting them hard, and we'll chat again later in the week. Bye-bye.